Hey Lash lovers, welcome to the Falscara Masterclass series. I'm Ash K, Holm, celebrity makeup artist and Falscara ambassador. And today we're gonna have some fun transforming a simple daytime lash look into full-on glam. So get ready to turn your lashes from work to wow. And let's dive in with the new Falscara Studio Lash Artist Kit. I'm gonna be starting with a fresh, natural lash look. And I'll be using the lighter, shorter wisps from the Falscara Studio Kit to create a very soft and subtle daytime look. I'm gonna be starting off with the Falscara Studio Delicate collection, and I'm just grabbing the infused bond to prep the eyes. Starting off from the outer corner of the eye, I'm just gonna coat the natural lashes just like you would mascara. You wanna do about a medium layer of bond. And this bond is new and improved. It's infused with biotin and vitamin C, so it's really gonna nourish the lashes. Taking my lash applicator and then grabbing a wisp from the spiky tray, I'm gonna be taking the long 12 mm and just placing this on the outer corner of the eye. You can carefully pull out each wisp by the pads of your fingertips. I feel like I have a lot more control this way. Have you look down? And just placing the wisp directly underneath the natural lashes right above the waterline. And I'm gonna use the bottom of the applicator just to push the lashes upward. Now you can also use the applicator tool to give it a nice press to make sure we're nice and locked in and secured. Open for me. Perfect. Little pro tip, I like to have mascara wands that are clean on hand, and you can just kind of brush along the way just to make sure the bond isn't sticking and getting in between the wisps. This just allows you to get a really seamless wisp look. One of my favorite tricks is to take the Falscara water resistant seal, open this up and just start to coat your applicator front and back, inside and out. And this is just gonna ensure that you're not gonna get sticky during this process. Now we're gonna be moving over to the fluffy tray. I'm gonna place this right next to the wisp that I've already laid down. We're gonna be grabbing long 12 mm, and then you're just gonna grab a little bit more of the infused bond, because it's really best to work in sections during this process just so the bond doesn't dry out on you. And a little does go a long way, but a medium layer of bond is best just so the wisps really stick. So taking my next wisp, placing it right underneath the natural lashes, again, just above the waterline. And it's so easy. In just a few simple steps, you have a gorgeous, flawless wisp application. So far we have 2 wisps laid down. I'm just gonna add one more to complete the look. I feel like this is really a trend that I've been seeing all year long, and it really just elevates any natural makeup look and makes you feel like the best version of yourself. I'm gonna be moving over to the light tray, and I'm gonna grab from the middle section, long 10 mm, and this is going to complete the clean lash aesthetic that we have going on. With Falscara Studio, you're really able to take your lash looks to the next level and just focus on your artistry. To finish off this clean lash look, I'm gonna be taking the water-resistant seal and just applying a really light coat. It's a clear seal, so you just wanna apply this as you would mascara, and this is what's gonna lock in the wisps for an all-day wear. And it's also going to remove any stickiness that your lashes might be feeling from the bond. And here's our finished daytime look, subtle yet enhancing, perfect for daily wear, and took such little time to complete. Now let's elevate this for an evening look. Now we're gonna take this look from day to night using the Falscara Studio Artist Kit Extra Collection. Starting off with a little bit of the infused bond, I'm actually gonna start off by just doing a really light coat on top of the last wisp that we've already placed from the look before. So we're basically gonna be double stacking on these outer corner wisps. Starting with the spiky tray, I'm gonna be taking from the middle row, this is long 12 mm, placing this wisp on the outer corner of the eye, right above the waterline, and then just using the other end of the applicator tool just to press it upward and make sure we're all locked in. And as you can see, you get instant dimension, and it has little spiky wisps kind of peeking out of the top. So beautiful. Applying a little bit more of the infused bond, Going back to the spiky tray, I'm gonna be taking from the top row. This is long 10 mm. I love this wisp because you still get that spiky element, but it's shorter in length. And then I'm gonna skip that last wisp that we applied from the earlier look, because I just want there to be a little bit thickness on the outer corner of the eye as we get towards the inner. I want it to be a little bit softer, but I still want the drama. I'm gonna take another spiky wisp. This is long 10 mm. And this is gonna really allow us to elongate the eye by grabbing a shorter, smaller wisp. Applying a little bit more bond as I work my way towards the inner part of the eye. Now I'm going to be grabbing from the light tray, top row, long 10 mm. And using the other end of the applicator just to make sure I'm pressing upward. And then I'm going to take a clean mascara wand and just brush downward. This is really going to mesh your natural lashes together with the wisps. And I'm just loving the spikiness and the intensity that this is really adding to the evening look. To finish off this evening look, I'm going to be grabbing the Falscara Water Resistant Seal, and I'm going to apply this just as you would mascara. Just thin coats from the root of the lashes to the very tip. And this is going to remove any stickiness that you might be feeling from the bond. Okay, I'll move to the Bond Boost. But if you want your lashes to last even longer, you can make them last for up to 14 days with the Falscara Bond Boost. And there it is. From natural to glam with just a few simple steps, this transition is perfect for going out in the evening, whether it's for dinner, a date, or a night out. With Falscara Studio, you can easily go from day to night. Explore more tips and tricks at falscara.com and start creating your custom lash looks.